had left the cave of the Burn-Face clan. Led by Cedric, the party made their way towards a port city called the Port of Anchors. While there, Cedric's twin brother, Fabian, turned into a demon prince that hurled Siegfried into a warp portal. After the fight was over, you investigated the building and found Fabian's notes written in a cipher and an elven prince that was magically linked by a strange device. Eve, with the help of Cedric, determined that the word required for the cipher was chaos, but did not have the time to begin deciphering the notebook. While that took place, Ophelia, Yop, Goldon, and Bregric all attempted to free the elven man from the machine's link. After several attempts at moving the device and or the man, members grew frustrated, causing one of them to lash out and smash the machine. Luckily, it worked. However, the man laid unconscious despite the attempts of Yop and Goldun to heal him. Yop had also discovered another ancient tome that spoke to him, and with the help of Ophelia, they were able to connect the books together. Ophelia used a bit of trial and error to determine that the text of the book could be revealed when she used her blood on the pages. She discovered that the original book Yop had found in Templehof was Nagash's Book of Necromancy, and the new book was Nagash's Book of Spirits. A quick study of the book revealed many powerful spells, one of which could grant the user dominion over the spiritual realm. Goldun carried the elven prince upstairs, while the party discovered that the outside noises turned from party and celebrations to cries of pain and terror. Seeing that several townsfolk were flooding into the tavern for shelter, the group created a plan. They saw several different colored demons running in and out of the tavern. The group was divided on what course of action to take, as they were already wounded from the last encounter with the demon prince. In the end, the decision was made to attempt to enter this tavern quietly to see if they could help save others, but upon entering the building, they were met by several demons of chaos: red-fleshed bloodletters of Khorne, green-fleshed plague bearers of Nurgle, pale-fleshed demonettes of Slaanesh, and pink and blue-fleshed horrors of Tzeentch. The battle was close, but the Goldon managed to dispatch the demons one by one, each of them blinking out of existence every time the killing blow was landed. After the adrenaline of the battle subsided, a familiar voice, that being of Archon and of the demon prince Fabian, echoed from outside. The group rushed to the upper level of the tavern to get a closer look at what was going on. Archon and Fabian exchanged threats of who would win the upcoming war, and before Fabian could speak another word, Archon killed him with a stroke of his sword, Fabian also blinking out of existence like the other demons. And that is where we left off. So you can see Archon is essentially floating about the same height as you guys currently are in the room you are. You can see
Has he noticed us yet?
No, but you can see the panicked people beneath trying to scatter and make their way out of the city itself.
Does he look like he's looking for something?
Indeed.
And out of game, what did you call the books that we found?
So the book you found in Templehof,
yeah,
was Nagash's Book of Necromancy,
okay.
And then the other one was Nagash's Book of the Spirits.
Okay.
Hopefully it has the spirits one, right?
Yes.
I think you have both.
We have both.
Yeah.
But the spirits one is what I thought the conjuring type book would be, right?
Yeah, the spirit one was like the conjuring one that can link to the spirit realm.
Perfect.
Is he
What
doing?
direction is he looking?
He's sort of scanning in the opposite direction of where you guys are now. So, at some point, his gaze will meet yours.
Like towards our The tavern?
Exactly. Yeah. He's sort of doing a 360 around, surveying everything, every building.
Surbeck is going to start tiptoeing back down the stairs.
Oh boy.
Same. Because I think I'm
Yeah,
at the top of the
I'm
stairs too.
going stealthily down below.
Okay. Those of you going downstairs, give me a stealth check.
Oh, there we go. Got that 6.
Yo, you want a stealth check, eh? All right,
Mhm.
let's try this one. Oh, well, it's not bad
Not too bad. Not too bad.
for a +0. It's not that bad.
All right.
Mine
So
is pretty bad.
okay. So is everyone going down? I thought only a few people were.
I
Yeah, I'm
would
definitely going down.
if the beefy men would be going down, Ophelia would not be staying up there.
Okay.
Well,
So
I
then-
guess I'll follow too, because she has the book.
Okay.
And you're also a beefy man.
He's a thick boy.
So I'm just missing one from Eldriana then.
Sorry, so where are we right now?
You guys are currently on the top floor of this tavern, and you're trying to make your way down the stairs quietly.
Ah, okay. Alright, I'll roll mine.
Seven. I think I'm missing one more. Yup. Oh, that was yours. Okay.
Actually, sorry, I'm disadvantaged.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, and there's no plus, no minus,
No, no.
modifier. Okay, so 6 total. Okay. So you guys make it down the steps, trying to be as quiet as possible. However, certain members like Yope and Ophelia, and obviously Bragrick, are a little bit on the heavier footed side, trying to make it down the stairs. Ophelia being the more unusual to be so heavy footed down, and Golden seeing that he actually could fly, he makes a little bit more noise. But you make it down, and from the current level, you can't see him from the ground floor, but you know that he is floating above. So what do you guys do next?
Wait, so is he floating above above the roof?
So when you guys were on the top floor, he was in line of that sort of elevation.
Oh, okay.
And he was relatively close to the building, about 30 or 40 feet away.
It's time to decide. Should we go to the port to try to steal a ship, or should we hide in the forest?
Ophelia will preemptively cast Bless, because this doesn't feel like a very good situation.
Can Golden also take the chance to cast bless upon
Sure.
the blessed? Oh, who tagged me? Oh shit! I ain't no fool. What the hell?
Too late.
So you guys will have to remember who's blessed, just because we're not using map tools right now. So I'll leave it to you.
Can you describe how he looks like?
Archon, yeah.
Yeah.
From head to toe, you can tell that he's made mostly of bones. There's probably not an ounce of flesh left on him, but he carries a staff in one hand, and he carries a sword in the other. You can see that his eyes have a flickering of a purple energy, and that sort of varies in radiance depending on what he's doing. He wears purple robes that are slightly tattered in areas, and he's also got what looks like a tall hat of sorts. You can see that he's a priest of some sort of mortuary cult.
When I look at him, do I feel anything?
Previously you did, but not anymore.
I look to the group right now. How beat up do we look?
You know that Teokata is not doing great.
And Surbeck is like near death.
Cool, so we all are sick. Sick, tight. That's like straight out of the Mummy movie.
Mm-hmm.
He looks cool.
We are a very injured party. What should we do? Should we go try to steal a boat, or should we go into the forest, or should we just take on Archon? But I don't think the third one will do fit well for us.
Correct. I don't think we're looking to go fighting with him right about now. But the question is, where do we go? What do we do?
Maybe forest.
How do you suggest we do that?
Run.
Do you think... how far was he from the tavern?
About 30 or 40 feet from the upper level.
Okay.
Being a
Can't
boat.
just go out there storming down. He's going to see us. And you'll be silly if you think that that bag of bones is going to go chasing after us. He's just going to use his magic. We won't get very far if we just straight up run.
Run fast.
No. We need to do this smart.
Does anyone have any spells or things that can help in avoiding sight?
It's not my school of magic, dear.
Neither is mine.
I'm good with words, but I need to be seen.
I mean, I can cast blur. We'll make it a little hard to hit.
I don't think he's going to be affected by that as much as you think you do. That's a perfect gift. That would be Archon laughing at us.
Or maybe someone could create a distraction somewhere to avert his gaze.
You seem like you're pretty spry.
I'm spry in certain situations.
This seems like the
time
right
like the
situation.
troublesome.
No time like the present.
Yeah, that seems like the perfect situation.
Yet.
Is he looking like he's gearing towards the tavern? Or
Yeah,
like
at this
out?
point you don't know because you're on the lower level, so you can't see him.
Right, there's no windows, of course.
Mm.
Is that high alpha we have? Is he still with us? Is he like still knocked the fuck out? How's he looking?
Currently he's still out, yeah.
Alright.
And if I remember correctly, he's in Surbeck's backpack.
With his head sticking out.
Right, yeah.
Right. So he can breathe, yeah, so he doesn't
Yeah.
just outright die. Yeah, of course.
I mean,
It's
the
not
air
a
he's
bad-
breathing is questionable.
Yeah. Would he like to be breathing that air? Yeah, probably not. But beggars can't be choosers, right?
True.
Maybe we should run from house to house. Maybe not exactly out in the open.
Once we exit the tavern, we'll be literally out in the open.
But isn't there any other buildings near the tavern?
There are, yeah. So the tavern itself was situated at the end of a street. So there's not 4 roads. Essentially, the road that led you up ended, and then the tavern was set at the top, basically, of the T-shaped road. So you have buildings to your left and right, and there are a few in front of the tavern as you go down the road.
Maybe we'll just duck and cover as we're running, not straight so you can see us opening.
How far was one of the windows from the stairs to the downstairs part?
From the stairs to the window?
So,
Like from the tavern stairs to the nearest window?
Yes, correct. I said that in such a weird way.
So as you came up the stairs, the first room was essentially right there. So that would be the closest window. However, that wasn't the window that you saw Archon from, as that would be the window to the left of the building. You saw him at the back. So from the stairs to that window, probably 30 feet.
Okay.
If we were to go outside, will he recognize us?
You don't know. He knows what Ophelia looks like. And he has actually seen you before. Maybe not Yope and not Bragrick, but definitely the rest of you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
While
No.
they're,
That was my
sitting
twin brother.
While they're sitting and debating what to do and what houses to jump into, I'm going to, as quietly as I can, light as a mouse, make my way up the stairs, crouching down, and
Okay.
looking at the first window, like the one that's directly in front of the stairs, just to make sure that
Okay.
he's not around that one, and that
Okay.
I'm not being visible.
Yeah, if you're keeping low and whatnot, give me a stealth check again, but at advantage.
Yeah. I like that. Which dice do I use? That one failed me. Wow! 15 and a 16. So that is 20, unnatural.
Okay. So you make it to the window?
Yep.
And you were trying to look out to see what again?
Primarily him, but just keeping an eye out for anybody.
Okay. So you take a look out, and you know that it's not exactly where he was, but you sort of try to position your head in a manner that you can pick up the right angle of where he was previously. But this time you don't see that he's there.
Okay.
And you don't notice anyone else floating about.
Okay. The other windows from that immediate one, where are they located?
You have a room that you guys were in initially, and then another room directly beside that room. So you have 2 windows in the back staring out to where he was previously, and then the room that you are in currently, and that's it.
Okay. I'm going to carefully make my way to the back, just to verify that I don't see anybody.
Okay. Why don't you give me another stealth check with advantage?
Okay. Let's do this pink one. Pretty. Ooh! Wait! Jeremy!
Dual
Big
20s.
dice were.
Oh, that's crazy.
2 natural 20s.
Yeah, you fail, obviously. Right,
I
so-
must ask, what temperature did you cook at?
Ask Brendan.
375 is the magic number.
Damn,
You're not
alright.
to ask Brendan. These
Do you
are our
preheat
his
them
dice.
first, or do you just put them in and allow them to preheat while in the oven?
Oh no,
Yeah.
you gotta preheat it first.
Oh,
So that way
Oh,
you
I
get the full
see.
temperature the moment they enter the oven.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
I got you now. Okay,
Good to
okay.
know. All right, so you peer out the back window from the room that you were in previously, and you confirm that he is no longer there.
Okay. I guess I just make my way back downstairs then.
Okay. Are you trying to be quiet in your descent down, or are you?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so just give me another stealth check with advantage.
Unnatural 20.
Okay, cool. All right. Y'all downstairs, what are you doing?
We've been downstairs the whole time.
So what's your play?
What's the play here, gang? Make noise?
Are the other buildings on fire as well, or they're just being?
Nothing was on fire previously. It was just under attack from these demonic forces. I will add, Ophelia, that when you peered out, you didn't see any of these demons in the streets. You did see panicked civilians, humans, sort of running through the streets.
Oh.
But we don't know from what.
Exactly.
But where were they running from? What direction?
Yeah.
They were running away from the tavern.
Oh,
That's
fuck me.
that's all you could pick up, basically.
Okay. Is there an upstairs to this tavern?
You went to it, and then there's nothing above that.
Okay. Well, then, I go downstairs and very quickly tell them that something is running away from the area of the tavern.
He's probably above us on the roof.
Probably. So,
Can
unless
I-
you can,
Sorry, go ahead.
unless you can burrow underneath.
Can I try jumping up and down? Actually, that's not a good idea. Can I like lightly tap on the floorboards and see if there's like a secret passage that we can hide underneath? And
Sure, give me an investigation.
If it's anything that has him doing noise, Ophelia would smack his hand.
All right, so you knock on one board to see, and it gives off a relatively normal hollow sound, and then Ophelia grabs your hand.
Upside the head.
Smacks.
Yeah,
Sorry, smacks your hand, and let me
Max
clarify.
upside the head.
Correct. No, well, not the head, just the hand.
Well, I go ahead for more effect, but okay.
well, if this thing that you mentioned that was floating is on top of this building, if we scatter and run in every direction, it can only follow one of us.
Not it. And I touch my nose.
Does there look like to be a boat anywhere nearby?
You know that there are boats nearby. However, you're not quite sure at this current time what's left or what's there in the port.
Is there the forest nearby?
Yeah, you know where it is. Again, it's you can't see anything from the main floor as there were no windows on the ground floor of the tavern. But yeah, you know where the forest is in relation to where you guys are now.
We won't be able to make it to the forest. We won't have the time.
Could go back to secret hiding spot.
Can I go to the highest point of the tavern?
Okay.
The main floor.
Is there second? There's no.
There was a second floor. Yeah.
Can I go up there?
Yeah, where you just came down from. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're going up the stairs, give me a stealth check.
Oh,
Ooh, nice. Okay. All right, so you make it up the stairs, being as quiet as you imagine you could be.
and then I cast Divine Sense.
Mm-hmm. What does that do exactly?
Hold on. So it allows me. Oh, hold on. Let me search that up in Google. Wait. I don't want to buy the book right now.
What are you buying?
Buy the book.
Yeah, buy the book, man.
Buy it.
What are you waiting for? Buy now. If you buy now, you get an extra bonus.
Support.
Divine sense is what you're looking for?
Yeah. I think it pretty much allows me to sense anything evil within 40 feet or 60 feet.
I'm just looking it up here. While Yop searches the internet for what his abilities do, was there anything that the rest of the group want to do?
He searches the internet, his brainwaves.
What's the ability?
Divine sense.
Is this a homebrew one?
No. Shouldn't
No,
be.
it's like a paladin thing.
Are you sure it's not divine word?
No.
Divine sense. Okay. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor. Powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open up your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, celestial, fiend, or undead, of any of those presence in your sense, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you can also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell. You can use this feature a number of times, equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier. So in this case, it wouldn't work because you're behind total cover.
Oh, like the roof?
Right.
Seems safe.
What was that?
Seems safe. I don't feel anything. I go back down.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a stealth check on the way down.
Trips and falls.
Those of you on the bottom floor hear a couple of loud crashes as Yop loses his footing coming down the stairs, but managed to catch himself after missing about 3 steps.
Hey guys, I don't think he's here. I don't feel him.
So much for staying quiet, eh? I guess that plan's out the window now.
You should Survey the area.
Me?
No, yo. There's someone out. He's not out there, right? So survey the area. Make sure that no one's coming around us.
Yeah, go be a scout.
Okay.
Just try not to make too much noise.
Can I go to the front door?
Okay. You make your way to the front door.
And slowly open it.
Okay. How
And
far
then-
are you opening? Or you just want to open it?
Like,
Are you doing anything while opening?
no, I don't think so. Just
Okay.
like one eyeball,
Okay.
just enough so I can see through.
Okay, so you open the front door, and as you peer around, you see purple robes standing right in front of the door. Skeletal hands, skeletal feet. As you look down and up, and then you see the glowing eyes of Archon staring at you.
I got it on time. Let's go.
Nothing to see here, guys.
The dog is yo.
Did he see me?
Of course, yeah, he sees you.
Does he see me?
Hold on.
He finishes opening the door for you.
If he opens it, can he see? Will he be able to see everyone else behind
No.
me?
No one left. It was just you.
Everyone's on the bottom floor, though, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he would see you, as the tavern is an open area on the ground floor.
This is me on the first
Yep.
floor.
It was just you on the first floor?
On this, yeah, on the main floor.
I thought everyone was on the main floor.
They're all on the main floor.
Yeah, we're all on the main floor.
Yeah.
So he sees everyone.
could see everyone. Yeah. He first sees you, and then he looks up, opens the door completely,
Does the door open inward or outward?
inward, inside of the tavern.
How far away are we from the door?
What's that?
How far away are we from the door? Give or take.
The tavern, let me actually open up the map. I'll give you the full width of it. I'm assuming you're somewhere in the middle to keep away from sight.
Within my movement speed, yes.
Just waiting on map tools to open up, sorry.
Does he sort of react in any way when he sees me?
Not really. All right, so the tavern is 90 feet across, and that means you guys would be about 40 to 45 feet from the door.
Yikes.
So he opens the door inward, and as he does, again, he looks at you, Yope. But then he'll look, his eyes will meet Ophelia's, and a flash of purple comes from them. However, this time you remain in control.
I smile sweetly.
Can I help you?
Sorry, we're closed.
He pushes past you. Yope. Interesting. You managed to break free. Nagash will not be pleased by this. But if you hand over those books, I'll put a good word in for you and your pets.
The books are in my bag of holding, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of fond of them, if I'm being honest. Does he have the rest of them? I would really enjoy having a look-see. Now, I know that this isn't belonging into the school of magic that I tend to like and follow, but some very interesting things in here. I don't know, with maybe a little bit of practice, I feel like I can do a couple cool things with this.
I'm sure you can, my dear. But hand them over, and like I said, I will put in a good word with the master once he has been resurrected.
You can come find me when he has. In the meantime, these books will stay with me.
Perhaps you require more of an incentive. Since you do not value your own lives, perhaps you value the life of a friend. He then points his skeletal hand outside, and you can see on the hard-packed dirt road, you can see his lackey and newly born lich, Airglass, as well as Reinhardt. They both hold a bound and beaten Maca. The books for your friend and your lives.
You think we're scared of you? Is this supposed to terrify me?
You should be scared.
Huh. Funny. I missed that part.
What will it be?
I'm gonna go prone. Aim my gun at him.
That's where I thought he was going with that. I'm gonna play dead.
Nah, I get triple range. Triple the range.
I need to turn you up like a lot.
Triple the volume for Darren.
I can't. He's at 200. Why do you sound like you're talking through a lead pipe?
That's the gun. That's the gun. He's got a lead pipe.
He's got
his microphone is his gun. What do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go prone and just aim my gun at him.
Oh, that's actually a little better. Was your mic not on your head?
No.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. DM, real quick, can you remind me who Maca is?
Maca was the like the mer elf that you guys fought alongside with in Acheron. You guys met her underwater.
Oh.
She was the one that helped you. Well, essentially, her and a couple of other people helped you kill that big demon on that other world.
I remember now. We like her. I look at her and what do I see in her
You see that
eyes?
her eyes at this point in time are completely red from some sort of a beating that she's taken, and you do recall that she has the gift of foresight. Yeah, so very badly beaten and bound, being held by the Lich Airglass and Reinhardt, who is connected to Yope.
Maca. How does this end, Maca?
No response.
Oh. Is she looking at anyone or anything?
No, just straight down.
Okay. I look at her.
You can tell that she's alive.
Yeah. I look at her and I'm sorry. And then I look at the Archon. But I will not be giving these books to you.
At this point, I'm gonna tighten the grip on my blade and tell Archon, it's us. you'll have to kill us first before you get to the books. And if it's a fight you want, you don't have to look too far.
I'm gonna
Archon
shoot
will-
him.
Okay.
Oh,
Archon will begin making his way towards Goldon. And as he does, Bragrick fires off a shot. Roll to hit.
oh God.
And I get the bless too, right?
Yeah, you do. My friend's coming to my backup. He's got my back.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm assuming I hit him without the D4.
Yeah, you would hit him even without the D4.
Yay! And then since I hit him, I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to hit him. I'm gonna use my. Can I use my firemonger? So I do
Yeah.
an extra D6.
Yeah, go for it.
Hopefully.
Also, should we be opening up map tools?
No.
Oh,
yet.
okay. Depends on how many more shots Brad.
Oh, sorry. It's actually 2d6. So I gotta roll another one.
Okay.
Because it's.
No need to open up map tools because.
Oh, there you go, Darren.
Bragrick's gonna straight up kill him.
Cool.
You're
So
muted.
an extra 4 damage. So 22.
So you see Bragrick fire off a shot, and you can see it. The shot hits, and the flames of the weapon burn away portions of his robe. But he continues to move forward towards Goldun. At this point, he stands right in front of you, Goldun. You can't tell what expression he has on his face, as he's simply a skeleton.
Oh.
But what he does is he places one of his hands, his free hand, the one that used to hold the sword, which is now at his waist, places it on top of your shoulder. And as he does, you can see that the armor that you're wearing begins to rust.
Can I Ardent Blast him away twice?
Sure, go for it.
He's undead, right?
Correct, yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. So it's on auto 24 damage per time.
So 48 in total.
48 in total.
All right. So you blast him with this holy light, and you can see that it staggers him quite a bit, but he maintains his grip upon you, and your armor continues to rust.
How high is he from the ground?
He's about the same height as Goldun. He's not floating or anything.
I'm assuming that I cannot do another action at this point.
Not right now.
Okay.
Can Surbek attempt to tackle him to the ground?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna do the same thing too.
Teamwork, baby, let's go. My armor's
I
rusted.
Eldritch Blast him?
Yeah.
Don't kill me.
All right. So what are your tackle rolls there, Yop and Surbek?
I got really high. 26.
Come on, Yop. You got bless too.
Oh yeah, bless.
Yop has bless as well.
Alright, 27.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. How do I roll for tackle?
It's just a strength.
Yeah.
Plus the D4, right?
Yep.
Eve, your 17 unfortunately misses.
It's a big tackle roll. Dang.
I got a second blast though.
Okay, go for it.
Never mind.
So unfortunately, Surbek and Yop tackle Archon out of the way, and both of your arcane blasts just miss. Or so your Eldritch blasts just miss. So you tackle him, both of you, and as you hit the ground, he will now place both hands upon your chests, again causing the armor to rust.
Are we all still on the ground?
You are free of his grasp, but at this point, Yop and Surbeck are on the ground with him. Teokata, Eldriana, and Ophelia, what do you want to do?
Anything that needs to be thrown in that.
Pardon?
That was my mom telling Mateo something.
Oh.
I'm back.
All right. Ophelia, Teokata, Eldriana, was there anything you want to do, or are we just moving on to the others?
Nothing from
Well, Telkata said
not
you'll be
sure.
right back.
Yeah, Mark was in the bathroom, I think.
Okay. Eldriana?
I'll follow Ophelia.
Where am I going?
Yeah,
What?
she's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Run! Shoot up.
I can do more things if no one has an idea what to do.
Aaron's willing to take other people's turns.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to give them a chance to go first. Okay. I will look at the Archon and say the word flee.
Oh, okay. You're gonna.
On a game, lol. I was gonna do the same thing.
Lee?
Yeah, it's command. You're using command.
Yeah.
Is there a check or anything involved with
Yes. So, if you can do a wisdom saving throw for me.
that? Ooh, natural 20.
Okay.
So as a total, actually, it won't matter. That's just an auto pass.
That's fine. Yeah, it passes.
You know that he's fairly ancient. Mind games are probably not going to work.
Yeah, I thought so, but
Can I try to tie him up? I have pieces of I have a 20-foot piece of silver chain that I acquired some time ago. I can't remember.
Okay, you can try. Yeah. You can.
Cool. Since he's knocked down on the ground and kind of being held, can I bind his hands so he can't touch anyone?
you mean
Inappropriately?
his free joints?
Yeah. Yeah. You can try to bind his hands as he's being tackled to the ground by Yop and Surbeck.
Okay.
So you go over there to attempt to bind his hands. And I would say you're fairly successful at doing so since it's essentially 3-on-1.
Yes.
As you do, though, he breaks the chains.
No.
And he actually sends Yop, Surbeck, and yourself, Bragrick, flying across the room as he picks himself up. At this point, he will extend his hand and he will grab Maka with some sort of a magical force, and he brings her in. Like I said, the book for your friend and your own lives. This is the final offer.
That's why I'm going to turn to Ophelia and say, or walk to her and say, we can't fight him right now. He's too strong. What do we do?
Surbek,
Cap-
Surbek will say, live to stop these losers another day.
We like Maka, but we all can't die now.
At this point, Ophelia is fuming. Fuming. She walks up to the Archon. Slowly. I will enjoy killing you.
He doesn't smile or grin, but somewhere under that skeletal visage, you can almost feel a smirk.
I want you to remember that it will be by my hands that you die. And I'm going to relish every second of it.
I've always
No,
liked
don't
you.
give it.
And he extends his hand.
Can I try to prevent Ophelia from giving the book?
Yeah, what do you try to do?
Lap her hand?
I'm
He's
sorry.
giving her a high five.
I'm sorry.
He's getting you back from earlier.
Did you say smack?
Slap your hand.
Oh, okay. I heard like lap. I was like, that's gross. Please don't.
What?
Like, please don't lick my hand.
Oh.
Well, that would stop it.
It would stop it. Archon Bay, what are you doing?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Yope. He's fucking weird. I don't have the books in my hand. So, you're just giving me a high five, basically. Is that what you're doing?
No, well, I'll wait until you have the books in your hand and I'll smack it.
So he's just standing above you?
Because he's so short.
He's standing below you with his hand out.
Please, sir, can I have some more? Without breaking eye contact, I put my hand into the bag of holding. And I pull out the first one that we had, that Yope had.
Mm-hmm.
And it is currently in my hand.
Archon will reach for the book.
As he extends his hand, I want to flick my wrist up so it's out of his grasp. Tell me, how many do you have already?
I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Do you even have any at all?
No response to you, Golden.
What? Scared to tell the truth?
He extends his hand further, and you can see that he's beginning to drain whatever life force remains in Maka.
It's cute that you think that this is what would break me. You should know me a little better than that.
People change, young one.
I don't give this to you because of her.
I'm giving her to you because you'll need her. How do you think I found you?
I tilt my head slightly.
Her gift of foresight came in very helpful in locating you.
were never good at doing a job yourself. And I extend my hand with the book.
He will grab it, pull away, and put the book under his robes.
In that movement, did I see anything else under his robes?
No.
He's naked.
Before he walks away,
He's still waiting for the other book.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, never mind.
As he extends his hand out. And the other.
I can't just summon 2 books at the same time from my bag of holding. Duh.
I don't know how your bag of holding works. My bag of holding is just my regular backpack.
It's one at a time.
The other, my dear.
Now this one is my favorite out of the ones I've read. Have you done any of these yourself?
You get no response.
It'll be fun when I beat you to it. And I extend my hand with the book again.
How far am I from this whole conversation?
Oh, I assume
you,
you
like,
were there.
Directly underneath me?
Okay.
Giving her a high five.
Yeah, he'll extend his hand out to grab the last book. And then he will grab it.
Last second, I accidentally let it go through my hand. So it drops on the floor.
And then I divine smite it.
The book?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Do I have to roll for an attack?
Yeah. Now, it's a small object, but I'll say it's close enough to you since it's practically landing on your head at this point that you don't have to roll with any disadvantage.
Which book is this one again?
This is the Book of Spirits.
Can I, seeing Yop attack it and being in the midst of it, can I also try to blast it and destroy the book?
Sure.
Try to blast it?
Yeah, both of you can go for it.
Okay.
Let's do this, Yop! Come on!
Yeah, outside that hits.
So with mine, it's an auto hit. So how do you want to do it? Just do the damage?
Just do the damage, yeah.
You also have blessed there, Yop.
Yeah, it already hit.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, it's a book.
I don't know what this book's made of. It's made of dead spirits. And
it's
paper.
not dodging through the air.
Does anything happen? Well,
Oh, I was waiting for you to roll for damage.
Oh,
'cause
sorry.
You're divine smiting it, right?
yeah. It's. Well, I guess it's not considered as a fiend or.
No, it's not.
It's a 1d8, I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. So the two of you do your best to destroy it.
Uh-oh.
And as it hits the ground, Archon will lean over with a groan and pick up the book. Children.
Sorry. My apologies.
He will throw Maca towards you, Ophelia. Since I'm so generous, young one, I'll still put a good word in with Nagash. Seeing that once this is all over, the undead will rule this world. Archon will begin walking out of the building, and you can see his lackeys on the outside come towards him. You can see that the last book you handed him, he carries in his hand. And as he does, he begins to float above the tavern and you can see that the two of them each carry a stack of books. They hold them up over their heads as Archon does an incantation, causing all 9 books to form a circle all the way around him.
Yeah, I was hoping you didn't have all of them.
The books then open simultaneously to the same page on each of them, similar to when you guys synced up the 2 books you had. And they begin to flip rapidly through in unison before snapping shut and coming to an abrupt stop. Yop. Being so close proximity to all 9 books of Nagash, a splitting pain hits you in your right temple. You're in so much pain that you drop to one knee, with holding your head with both of your hands. As the stack of books come to a stop, Archon finishes his incantation, placing all 9 books into a single stack, which combine into a single tome, as he then hands it to Airglass, who then turns and begins to walk towards the ports. Yop, the pain subsides as the mindless elven lich begins to wander off. Reinhardt closely behind.
Does he do anything?
Archon will then land and stand facing you. As I said, Nagash will rise, and on that day the gods and the gods of chaos will tremble in fear once more. Those that pledge themselves to him will prosper. The choice is yours. He turns and begins to walk away from all of you. As he does, he then places a hood over his head, and he assumes the stature of an elderly man as he leans against his staff, which turns into a cane. And before you know it, he's lost in the crowd.
Coward. Always running away.
That's like some Aladdin shit right there.
Damn.
Well, what do we do now?
Ophelia doesn't
them
say
to
anything.
Maka.
Ophelia doesn't say anything, but she looks visibly upset. More like she's ready to cut a bitch, but
Does anyone have any healing of Maka?
what did you ask for?
Does anyone have any more healing to help out Maka?
Well, if we had healing, don't you think this little guy in his backpack would be alive and up? And I point to the literal head hanging out of Sir Back's backpack.
I have some healing I could try. It's nothing I didn't try already on our backpack friend, but perhaps it will have a different outcome. I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing on Maka and then 5 other people.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tag the 5 other people now. Ooh, it's a good roll.
What's Reinhardt doing?
Oh, he made his way towards the ports with Airglass.
So Maka and then these 5 people will receive healing.
That's the 15 there.
Yeah, the
So
15.
Maka not including the dude in the pouch?
Yeah, because we already tried that on the dude in the pouch and it never worked.
Okay, gotcha.
Our boy was restrained by some demon magic.
After the healing, I try to chase after Reinhardt.
Okay. Give me an athletics check. He's got quite a head start on you. Okay. And while you're doing that, also give me an investigation check as he's moving through the crowd. You're trying to keep your eyes on him. Or, sorry, not investigation, perception. Okay. Unfortunately, you're not doing well keeping pace as you kind of lose him through the crowd, seeing as you're fairly short, and those that are on the streets are of regular size. And at some point, you reach the docks, knowing that he was heading in that direction. But there are no boats that you can see in sight.
Reinhardt, where are you?
You cry out in anger, but you see nothing and hear nothing.
You'll pay for this. I guess I'll sit in the docks.
Okay. Those of you at the tavern, Maka is healed and is, well, she was conscious before, but she's looking a little bit better now.
How did Archon capture you, Maka?
The undead, they invaded the Ideneth. They control Aminar. No one was left alive except for me.
Seems to get worse and worse as this goes on.
Go up to Maka. Tell me how your abilities work. What do you see?
Are you asking her what she sees now, or just like how it works in general?
Both.
Okay. I can see multiple futures, as we did when we were on the Wandering World. Little changes can obviously change those visions. At the moment, what I see is not extremely clear. Probably because I need to rest and I'm in a weakened state. Archon used my abilities. He used my mind to channel my powers, to see into the future. That is how he was able to find you.
Should we then try to secure this location for rest? We try to go somewhere else.
I don't think it will matter if we rest here or not. Considering that he was hovering above this entire place, I don't foresee people coming immediately to the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Should probably go find Cedric.
I nod.
Let's do that then.
Alright.
Who is that in the backpack?
I introduce her to him. And
Yeah.
how we found him.
Do you not know who this is?
Won't tell me.
So, too many people at once. What was that?
I said fancy man.
Okay.
I have a feeling what you're gonna say, but don't tell me, because if it is what I think, who I think it is, then I'm going to feel really bad about this whole situation.
Who do you think it is? Just out of curiosity.
Teclis.
It is in fact Teclis.
Fuck.
I looked at her and I don't normally care for politics. Who is he?
I mean, he is an elven prince. Obviously, by the garbs you can tell that, but Teclis is the Archmage of the White Tower of Safri, the most powerful mage currently alive.
Surbeck's
Did-
gonna go.
Did Archon do this too?
He was already like this when we met him. He was having his power zapped by some strange crystal.
I describe the mechanism.
Strange. I mean, it doesn't seem like that makes much sense to me, but if he's had his power drained, that is concerning indeed. And this was not Archon. Then who was it?
Some demon guy.
Who else could drain power like this?
I might have a clue. I did come across a notebook written in code. The code is chaos, but it will take much time to translate.
I feel that we must understand what the device was meant to do. Teclis's power being drained is not a coincidence, as require magic to exist in our world. The two probably are linked. The two events are probably linked together.
Also, no coincidence like the strongest sorcerer just so conveniently has his powers drained at the time Archon collects all 9 books.
If Teclis was here, it was for a reason.
Is it possible that whoever drained Teclis's powers siphoned it and put it into Archon?
I mean, it is possible, but I am not sure. Archon is an ancient being already. His power is far greater than that of Teclis as it currently stands.
Out of game, do we remember what happened? Remember when we met Maka and we went to the underground city? We turned into like mer people for a second. What
Yeah.
did we have to eat something to do that, or
One of the mages there cast a spell on you. It wasn't Maka specifically, though.
okay? I'm not sure if it'll be of much help. Well, we have an idea of where we might be able to find a weapon to take down Emanar. But the problem is, it might be at the bottom of the ocean. I remember last time we met you, someone did a spell on us to turn us into fish-like yourselves. Do you know the same spell to put on us again if we must go and find this weapon?
I am not a tidecaster, I am a farseer, but breathing underwater is... You can also do it by other means. For example, we could create a potion. or gillyweed.
Out of game, can Cedric make potions?
From what you know, you don't know. I don't think you've ever asked him that.
Let us go back to Cedric. He has interesting mechanisms in his shop. Maybe he can make such a potion. Or do you know the recipe for the potion, Maka?
As you can imagine, I would not have such need. So no, unfortunately, I do not. But we can ask your friend Cedric. Maybe he has a book or something that he can use to decipher what a proper recipe would be.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, Eve, you have such a book as well.
I don't think I know the spell though.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But there are a lot of there's quite a few pages that you haven't read yet.
Can I attempt to look specifically? Like, can I skim to look specifically
Yep.
for that?
Yep, you can definitely do that.
Would I have to like roll specifically to do that, or?
No, if you're just skimming through, I would say no. You just need the time to do so.
Oh.
So you see Eve pull out her book and begin to flip through to see if she can find the proper spell required to breathe underwater. Or sorry, proper potion. And then are you guys heading back to the sort of mechanic shop that you were in previously with Cedric?
Yeah.
I'll stay at the port.
Okay. All right, so you all go towards the shop previously with Cedric. Eve, you manage to sort of flip through as you're walking there, and you find the appropriate spell. You just need the hour or so to study exactly what you need and what's involved in creating the potions themselves. While you're doing that, I'm going to put it into the document. Okay, so you guys make it. Then you can see that Cedric is he's still in there, but you can see he's spooked.
Huh.
Are you okay, my friend?
Fine. I mean, it was quite scary. You know, there were demons all of a sudden, and then they were just gone.
We took care of them.
What are you rolling for, Aldriana?
Arrows.
So I forgot to roll for arrows last time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Eldre Elsa's rolling for arrows.
Aldre Elsa. I mean, that's great that you managed to get rid of them. Who's this? As he motions to Maka.
Friend.
Someone in need
See.
of great rest.
I can see that. Well, come. I mean, we can make do with the lower levels. They're a little more hidden. So Cedric makes his way down to the lower level, not the cellar.
By the way, Cedric, do you have components in the shop if I ever decide to make potion?
I mean, we have the facilities, the equipment required. What reagents do you need? I know you don't know yet. I'm trying to find it.
I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to find it in my book here. But I will know soon enough.
Zerbeck will point to his armor and say, "Know anyone who can fix this?"
Is his skin showing? With the
Is whose skin showing?
Surbeck?
Oh, from the rusted part of the armor.
Yeah.
You get little hints of dark green from underneath where the rust breaks apart. So you do see a bit of skin, yeah.
Really bad tan line.
His poor tan line.
I'm yellow under there.
Yeah.
He's actually like a pale green.
Yeah, that off green yellow color.
Yeah.
I laugh.
I'm Shrek color underneath.
Exactly.
Spanish.
Little Starbucks green.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Eve. I'm having a hard time finding the thing here.
Okay. No one survived. I'm so sorry.
Out of game. Are we all of the shop right now?
Except for everyone except for Yope.
Okay.
He's not crying at the docks. I mean, sitting at the docks. Who said that?
You don't know much about the weapon to defeat Eminar.
Who are you asking? Sorry.
Maka.
I mean, there are tales that a certain weapon could do it, but does such a weapon actually exist? Do you know where to find such weapon?
Possibly.
Well, then it's worth a shot, as we would have no chance entering the waters since Aminar is under the control of Luther Harkon.
Cedric, do you have food at your establishment?
I don't believe there is any food here, but I can look around. As he begins to sort of frantically look through drawers and everything, turning up everything that he can to find any bit of scrap of food that he can. But all of it is unsuccessful.
Look in. Here's what I have.
I didn't quite catch that.
I said, you look thin. Here's a ration, Maka.
You look thin. Here's a ration.
May I get that in English, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could not make that out.
Oh boy.
You're a ration.
Okay. He takes it and begins to eat.
Is Maka a he or a she?
Sorry?
Is Maka a he or a she?
She.
Oh, I'm giving it to her.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were giving it to Cedric.
No.
You look thin, man.
You look thin, Cedric. Here, Maka, take a ration.
Cedric takes a bite, and you're like, "Not you, you idiot." Maka begins to slowly eat at the ration.
Dark outside?
What was that?
Is it dark outside?
It's starting to get dark outside now. Yeah.
Zerbeck's gonna eat a ration as well.
Okay.
Does anybody still look like pretty beat up?
I mean, Ophelia, but
Yeah.
I mean, I can't help with it.
no.
I can give emotional support to Ophelia. I cannot provide any other kind of support.
Yeah, let's do offering up your neck. She wants
Yeah.
nothing from you. I guess there would be less intimate ways of doing that. I suppose a wrist will do.
Yeah.
Is Telcata still dripping blood from the mouth, or?
I believe so.
Same.
Yep, judging by the kid. All right. Well, I'll take this time now that we're just kind of relaxing and whatnot to cast another prayer of healing. Oh boy. All right.
What time of day is it?
It's the sun is beginning to set at this point, so probably between 8 and 9.
Okay. What's everyone doing?
I'm trying to find the water breathing potion.
Oh wait, Yope's not with us at the moment, right?
He's not. No, he's watching the sunset by the water.
All right. I'll let Sad Boy Season be on his own. I can't heal Sad Boy Season.
He's having his little Rocky montage.
Has he been gone for a while at this point?
Yeah.
Maybe someone should look for the little guy. He's been gone a while.
Ophelia stands up and kind of fluffs her dress and shakes off any kind of dirt and debris
Okay.
and makes her way out of the tavern.
So those 6.
Are we in
are healed for
Cedric's
10.
place though?
Yes.
Oh.
You're in the workshop.
Isn't that like...
It's close enough to the tavern that you can walk
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
That's fine. I leave the workshop.
Okay.
I'll DM you real quick so you know what's going on.
Sure. Sirbag, you're gonna try to tend to your armor. So yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do currently. It will need repairing, but like you said, you kind of shove a shield in there to patch up the hole temporarily. So I'll say for Sirbag's sake, that -1 has been negated, but the shiny portion of the king's old armor that you used is a little less shiny in some places now.
Sirbek will use the same shield that he used to patch up his armor the first time it got destroyed.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Would this shop have arrows with light?
Just from what you can see, no. It's more of like an alchemy type of thing where you might find some potions, you may find some mechanical tinkering toys, or
Yay.
yeah, it's like Bragrick's sort of playground.
Fuck yeah.
Bragrick's home. Oh.
Mhm.
Oh god.
Do they have any guess like gunpowder type stuff?
Give me an investigation.
Oh.
You have a feeling probably not, but you're gonna take a look.
Are there any other shops nearby?
There are, but with the events of what happened, all doors are closed and locked. Even with your 22, Bragrick, you don't really find much in the way of gunpowder.
Okay. Do I see any vials that match the 3 colors that I got from the Demon Prince's house? The purple, red, and yellow?
You guys are in that house right now.
Okay. There's nothing else there though. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's several colors of liquid there.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, last time, you were kind of doing a quick investigation of the mechanics, and you can tell that the device itself, the gem was used just more of a focusing element than anything else.
Okay.
I've been refreshing the herbalism doc.
Yeah, that's because I can't find the document that I've been pulling from to put into that document. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. So
Wait, did the Leafs lose?
Yeah.
did they? Oh god damn!
Wait a minute. Oh boy. Oh god. Sorry, quick sidetrack. So has anybody actually taken the moment to maybe go find Yope, or are we all just like eating our food and
I mentioned to the group that maybe someone should look for the little guy, and then Ophelia left, but she didn't say she was looking for him.
alright,
Yeah.
so we don't actually know what's going on.
We don't know if anyone's gone to seek out. We don't know if Ophelia went to go seek out Yope. He's just kind of doing his thing out there for a while.
He's just there. Yeah, he'll be fine.
She also does not know that we moved to Cedric's.
No,
She was there. Yeah, she was there with you guys.
it's okay. Yope will be fine. He just needs some fresh air, you know.
Can I pour like a drop of one of the purple vials like out on the floor and see what happens? Just like a drop.
You pour out a drop, and a drop of purple liquids hits the ground.
Damn.
Wow.
No explosion, no nothing. Christ.
Nothing.
Wow.
Mm.
Maybe if everyone's, maybe we should rest, so that the next day we can embark on finding things to take down Archon. Does anybody want to rest, or
Serbic can use rest.
Yeah.
I'll be up because I'm still looking for the portion of water breathing. Does anyone staying up with me or no?
I'm definitely having a rest, like a long rest.
I'll do first watch.
Okay. So Eve's staying up but studying. Goldon is staying on first watch, and Broderick, what were you doing?
I'm gonna rest. So I can change out my weapon attachments.
Okay.
Should we roll for perception or?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Replying to DMs trying to find this stupid thing.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's all good.
I can add my
Miscellaneous herb 1.
I can add my
Miscellaneous
bless
Yeah.
to my
2.
perception check, correct?
What can you do to your perception check?
I can add my bless to that, correct? I believe so.
If it's a check, I thought so.
Let me reread the ruling on bless. Attack roll or saving throw? Nope. No checks. That's a big old 14 for the golden dawn.
Okay. Who else was keeping watch with you, Bragrick?
It's
Nope.
me.
I can't remember.
But I thought you were studying, Eve.
I'm studying.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah, you can't do
keep
both.
watch.
Can't read the book.
Alright.
Can't read the book.
I thought I was gonna do it like at disadvantage, but okay.
And I'll say that you're trying to find it, so you're not going to be able to keep watch with both and do both. Sorry.
Okay.
You ever try to study and watch a show?
Yep, all the time. What do you mean?
That's how I got through college.
Yeah, it worked every time. I studied and watched YouTube.
I can keep watch.
Okay, give me a perception check then, Eldriana. Okay. I mean, you guys are inside, you know, it's relatively safe. You don't notice anything. The chaos of what was going on previously has died away as these people who live here, the residents, have all locked up their homes and their shops and have also seeked their own safety within their buildings and homes. So you don't notice anything out of the ordinary or anything of danger.
If I'm not successful in finding this potion, can I sleep?
You are successful. I'm just
okay.
trying to. I found it. I'm just trying to copy it over now. All right, here it comes. I just need to I need to format it because it'll drive me crazy if I don't. So it's
Like-
towards the bottom of the page, Eve. So you're looking for an herb called what's it called here? Maruria.
What a
Not to
great
be-
name!
Not to be confused with manure.
I see the potion, like what it would require, but it doesn't say how many of it.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Okay, sorry. And considering in reality it wouldn't take this long for me to find it, could we say that I also attempted to study to find the cipher thing?
No, because every time you've learned from the book, it was always an hour of study.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you're not just trying to find the recipe, you're also trying to understand it, and you also have to figure out where the herbs are in the world.
Okay. In that case,
Yeah.
could I have a conversation with Cedric about the components?
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
Yeah. The ele-
Okay, yeah.
Cedric, do you know if in this workshop or someplace in this port where someone might have Maruera? It's a special green thing needed to make the potion of water breathing.
Yes, I mean I know that that plant is is native to these lands. I would imagine we could find some in town, but if not, I'm sure we could locate some outside.
Where in town might I find it?
I would say check the general store if they'll allow you in.
Why might they not allow me in? Are they racist?
No, I think they're scared of everything that's been going on.
The first question: are they a bunch of racists?
Ross.
Maybe if I look a little local, they might be kinder to me.
Look a little local.
Okay.
Could I say I rested? Then.
Can you say you rested?
So did I rest? I guess now.
No. You've been studying for an hour, right? As you're flipping through the book, and you can have a sort of loose conversation with Cedric, but in order for you to rest, you'd actually have to do like nothing for that duration.
You got a potato for like half hour.
Well, no, I mean like now that I read it and then like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you can start resting now. Yes. I thought you were asking, did you rest while doing?
No,
all
no,
that
no.
stuff?
Like, can I rest now?
She sleeps with her eyes opened and just put a book in front of her.
Freaking Eve is the Flash, reading like a book in 8 seconds and then going to sleep.
Okay, I rest.
Okay. Those of you that were awake during the rest period, was there anything you wanted to do in the meantime, or did you want to call your watch over? So that would be Goldon. What was the other one? I always forget now. Eldriana? Yeah, Eldriana.
Their door's open. Exactly. You can hear everything coming through. We tack it in doubles, babe.
Low, 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 low.
I probably
I'm
would.
just eating ice cream, dude.
I don't know.
I don't really have anything else to do.
Okay.
I think I'll just be going through my my backpack. It's too late to eat.
Yeah, considering that it was 4 hours and Telcata was snoozing, probably, right? I'm gonna wake up Telcata while he's eating his ice cream in his sleep, and ask him to please keep watch. And
Oh
to
yeah,
not,
I'll be eating my ice cream too.
and to stop eating ice cream when he's sleeping, because that's probably not a good idea.
All right.
Oh my god.
Right, so who else is being awoken? Telcata and who? Eldrana, who are you waking up to take watch?
I'll wake up Bragrick.
Okay.
No sleep for the dwarf. Forget him.
Oh god, what is that gif?
Horrifying. It just keeps going.
Give me those perception checks.
Oh, brag, Rick.
Sorry, what?
Perception brag, Rick.
I'm Snoot.
Wake up.
Okay. Similar to the last two, you don't hear or see anything. Probably because the townsfolk have got the shit scared out of them, and everyone's staying inside. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, your watch comes to an end. So everyone, you've now had your full rests.
Yay.
Eve now has the ability or the means to create water-breathing potions, but lacks the materials.
It took some time, but I found out how to make water-breathing potions. It's going to take me a while to harvest what I need, though. Does anyone want to come with me to find the materials?
Surbeck, help.
I'll come along.
Why not? I'll come along.
Okay, I think we should go to the mountains.
The mountains?
According to my book, we're going to need a lot for all of us to make these potions.
Alright, if you say so. Has Yoke returned at this point, or is he still
out of game? Is it raining?
Is it raining?
Outside.
No.
Raining man.
Oh wait, maybe then
raining
I can't.
in real life or raining in game? I'm confused.
Well, no, because like to find the what I need, it's need to be in the mountains and it needs to be raining.
Yeah, well, a rainy climate, which you guys are in. You're basically a rainforest at the moment.
Oh, okay, so I would be able to find it here.
Yes.
Can't get
It's
any
like
more rainy.
Cedric said, it's the perfect climate for it, and he's familiar with it. So if you guys are searching for it, I would say those of you that are searching in pairs, obviously you can each roll your survival checks, but those of you that are searching with Cedric will get an advantage.
How many of us are there that will?
You tell me.
Oh gosh. We're going to need 120 marueras.
Oh god.
Oh, what? May I get that in English, please?
1 second. What was that? What do you need again?
Marbles.
200 marbles.
300
Barbaros?
capoeiras.
Guys, I will warn you right now. This is going to take a lot of time.
You need 85 capoeiras? It's gonna take a long time for those.
Listen, Ophelia doesn't even like wear armor.
But when we gather our supplies, we need to make sure we get 120 marueras.
Marlboro's like
Surbeck's gonna say, that is a Brazilian street dance fight.
Why do we need 80? Why do we need 200 capoeiras? What are we doing with all these capoeiras?
300 capoeiras.
Capybaras.
200 Marlboros, 200 capoeiras, 200 capybaras.
To make one water-breathing potion, we need 15 marueras. But we need
Look at my ribs.
So we're going to need 120 marueras.
I'll say for the purposes of this investigation, because it is a pretty banderas, because it is like a pretty rich region for it. Anyone who is doing an investigation will be able to roll with advantage, and when rolling to see how many you discover, it'll be 2d4 as opposed to 1d4.
Oh my gosh.
Just to speed this up a little bit.
Let me go find those 100 million capoeiras. God damn.
Sorry, how do we know how many we got?
We need 120.
How do we know?
I would need 200 or 300.
The CVC is a 15.
Oh.
And we can roll 2d4s when we look at that.
Okay, Surbek just missed some.
Golden missed by a mile.
Let me
He
try.
didn't get his mother's green thumb.
I did medium. We couldn't find any capybaras.
We're also rolling with advantage.
Oh yeah.
Yikes. Who are the solo searchers though?
Everyone can roll with advantage just because of the region.
I got 17.
Okay. I mean, let's see if it makes any difference.
But we'll
I
say
wouldn't
that
know that
every.
we're doing this, right?
No, you haven't told me you're coming back yet, so I assume you're still on the
No.
docks.
Yeah.
Let's say every roll of a search is about 30 minutes of searching. So everyone except for Ophelia and Yope are rolling for this. So if this is your first round, just hold up, don't roll anymore. I just want to see how many people pass.
I'm on my second round.
Okay, so stop rolling. So Teokata, Bragrick, and I believe just the two of you, unfortunately. You guys pass, so go ahead and roll 2d4. And then that's how many you will pick up. And then now you guys can roll for your second round, excluding Eve.
Virginia didn't roll her first round.
Sorry, I
yet.
didn't roll my
Oh, okay,
second.
You gotta find the capybaras.
Okay, so Eldriana, you've also succeeded at finding some.
Okay.
Will you tell us when we're at 120, or do I have to keep track?
No, I'm going to let you keep track.
No.
Yope, you let me know at any point what you want to do. Same thing with you, Ophelia.
I guess this is daytime now, right?
Yeah.
Throughout the night, I just go pace back and forth in the port, hoping to see Reinhardt.
Let's say that while you're doing that, give me a perception check.
Oh boy,
you don't see much, you don't hear much. You just kind of pace back and forth, hoping that at some point he'll show himself, but he never does.
I keep at it all night.
Okay. Okay, cool. So Teokata picked up 5 of those things, and we'll see.
So since I technically did my second round already, and I passed on that one,
Yeah.
I picked up 7.
Okay. Bragrick, you passed as well, so go ahead and roll 2d4 there. And then
Okay.
the other one was Adriana, so she can roll 2d4.
all these capybaras are gonna be here all day.
Let's just say that over the course of a few hours, you guys managed to pick up. Let's say it takes you 4 hours total, so it's about noon, and you guys have managed to accumulate enough materials to create 8 of these potions.
So we got the cigarettes, the dancing, fighting, and the fuzzy guinea pigs.
All right, I like this mix.
I was gonna say this was gonna take us some
This is
time.
the worst. It's just like a gross bottle filled with like cigarette butts, hair.
And
It just smells.
It's
Do we just
sweat.
like have the potions now, or do I have to roll to see if I'm successful in making these potions?
What was that?
So do I just have the potions now, or do I have to roll to see if I'm successful in making them?
There is still a DC required to roll to brew.
Okay.
However, with the equipment at your disposal, you will have advantage.
All right. What's the roll?
believe we were doing intelligence last time when you were trying to brew your anti-venom.
Do I roll with proficiency? Or no?
Yeah, I'll say you do.
Is that a pass?
Sorry, 1 second. That is a fail.
Gosh darn it! Okay, back to the drawing board, guys.
No, you have to see how many you get. You failed 1. I'm not saying you're failing all of them. So of the 8 you're trying to brew, you failed 1.
What's the DC she has to hit?
15.
You can do this, Eve.
50, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've successfully brewed 1 of 2.
I figured to maybe save time.
Okay, what I'll do then is I'll just take the first 2. I'll take them in pairs, essentially, because you're rolling with advantage. Okay, so you got... So these are all +2, so 9. The first one fails because it's a total of 9. The second one also fails because it's a total of 12. And then the third one just fails because it's a total of 14. So you're currently 1 for 5.
No.
Oh boy.
Well, we're gonna need some more capybaras.
I'm gonna need some more capybaras, dude.
Having seen this,
Sacrificial
do
lambs.
you guys head back out to try to find more?
Yes, I need more capybaras. I want to ride them into battle.
Okay, so Bragrick heads out.
I'll head out.
Surbeck heads out.
I'll head out.
Yes.
Well done, heads out.
I'll try.
Without saying
Shit.
anything, Eve, you just see your friends leave.
Oh boy.
We
Find
see
more.
poop-colored potions come out, and we just turn around.
I'll say that it takes you guys a total of another 3 hours or so to find another. Let's just say 7 potions equivalent worth of capybaras. Eve, give me another. So roll the d20s you like you did before, but do it in like how you did 60, 20, because that'll be the last. That'll be the last 3 attempts. You already gave me a survival check. So I'll say with that, yeah, you see quite a few animal tracks, you do notice a very large set of footprints. If Surbeck were to describe them to Jeremy, it would be like T-Rex footprints.
Maybe I had a better luck rolling
You
into.
also rolled 7, so I'm gonna ignore the last 9. So the first one fails, second one fails, last one passes. So out of the 8 you've tried, you've got 2. And I'll say that as you've failed the last attempt, feeling a bit defeated, your friends come back with another handful of herbs.
Hey.
Can Surbeck hunt that T-Rex for dinner?
At some point, yeah.
Alright. Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Okay. So first one passes, second one just fails, and the last one obviously passes. And I'll say, for the sake of speeding this up, that natural 20 will accumulate to 2. So you have a total of 5, if my math makes sense.
Sure, let's go with that.
So you have another 5 worth to brew here, as the mountain of capybaras is slowly diminishing.
Wait, I have to make another 5?
Yeah, do this 60-20 again, and that'll be another 3 attempts.
Okay.
All these poor capybaras, man, lost their lives for a whole bunch of potions.
All right, so pass, fail, fail. So you need 2 more, and you have 2 more attempts, I believe. No. Yes.
So, how many d20s should I be rolling at this
4.
point? Okay.
So that looks like one more pass.
Yep. Hold on, I'm losing track, but I think you got them all. I think you have the 8 that you need. The 8 potions of water breathing.
Did this take all day?
It took quite a bit of time.
Would you say it's nighttime now?
No, we'll say that it's probably about 2 in the afternoon. You've been hard at work looking for herbs and then brewing, while the rest of the group continuously looked for herbs in order to feed this endeavor. I'll say that in that time, Yope and or Ophelia, was there anything that you wanted to do in the morning, between the morning and the afternoon?
Go ahead. You can go first. No.
I just stare at the water while hoping that I see Reinhardt.
Okay, you just continue
and
to
feel
hold up.
defeated in the meantime.
Okay.
At the same time, yeah.
In time while I'm brewing, does Teclis ever wake up? I'm assuming I'm near him doing this.
I'll say that he starts to come to right around the time that you finish.
For Ophelia, what time would this be? Like early morning, afternoon kind of thing?
Currently, where Eve is at, it's about that.
Okay.
But if there's anything you wanted to do between morning and the current time, just let me know, because it was kind of a strange split in the group.
Yeah. No, nothing then, but in the current timeline with everyone, I imagine around then I'll probably be walking around by the dock.
Okay, yep. So if you're walking around the dock, you see Yope.
What does he look like? Please paint me a picture.
You see a very short man seated in a defeated position, staring out onto the water. Probably hasn't slept. And yeah, head down.
I imagine Yope looks like that cat.
Oh. Is there is he like on sand kind of thing?
He's just sitting on the docks themselves.
Oh, okay.
His feet not quite long enough to touch the water.
That's even sadder. Always so close. I start to approach and trying to keep this image in my mind forever.
That's great.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, that's terrifying.
Oh, that's oh god.
Okay. As I'm walking by, I just kind of lightly smack his shoulder. Time to go.
I look at her with, I guess, disgusted eyes and say, "You gave my orders, my coven's life's mission away to that being."
I also didn't see you trying to stop that being. What would you have done? You may have tried to stop it, but guess what? The end result would have been the same, except you would have been dead.
And so be it. I wouldn't mind, as long as I complete my mission.
But you wouldn't. What would be the point of you trying to stop him while you die in the process of it? He had the books. And he would have done anything for the last remaining two. And do you think you could take him, an ancient being?
It would have been worth it for me to try.
Sure. I suppose I could value your integrity. But you saw Telkada. You saw everyone else. Do you think they would have just let you die on your own? No, those stupid fools would have died with you. And I will tell you again. The result would have been the same. Except would be a dead party.
See your point, but next time, if it comes between the books or the party, I would choose the books.
Ooh. I think you're foolish. I think you're foolish to believe that you alone could destroy all 9 books. That you alone can stop the Archon, and Dagosh, do you think you could do that on your own? You couldn't
master
slap the
will
book.
help me.
You couldn't slap the book out of his hand.
My master would have figured out a way.
Your master was nowhere to be seen today. Sorry, my days are a little bit confused. Yesterday. If you thought, you would have died. Your master probably wouldn't have even known. Not until, of course, Nagash was roaming the world. So you can sit here and pout and moat all you want. You can, you know, make me a little bit of your villain. That's fine. I don't quite care. But you're sitting here because you know that you're weak. So unless you want to continue feeling that way, by all means, stay here. In fact, I can even give you a little push. I see that your feet quite aren't hitting the water. But when you're done, I'll be at Cedric's. And I start to make my way.
Okay. Yep. After all that, what do you do?
I'll wait for a while and then I guess head to Cedric's as well.
Okay. So, Ophelia, you make your way. You make your way to Cedric's, and as you enter, you can see that Eve has just finished brewing the final potions. You see 8 blue-colored ones, and then you see a lot of brown-colored ones. As you can imagine that Eve had some difficulty creating the potions successfully. But as you enter, see that Teclis, who I assume you guys had left behind, has come to.
Yes, it's good to see you awake. Miss Nicholas, right?
Who are you?
Oh, fancy boy.
I am one of the many people who try to save you. You are simply a machine zapping your energy.
Yes, I do remember that. Forgive me, where are my manners? I am Teclis, Prince of Ulthuan. Thank you. He begins to try to get out of the large fur coat, the Surbeck-sized fur coat, and comes up to his
You
feet.
must be hungry. You haven't eaten all day. Would you like a ration?
Thank you. And he'll extend his hand. You can see that he's very thin, very lanky in stature.
I am right.
And he begins to eat the ration itself. Tell me, what happened?
I was hoping you might explain your story, for it is shrouded in mystery.
Where do I start? Oh, well, when we saw the twin-tailed comet, we knew that an ill omen and then a brutal war was to come. So I came to Lustria in search of waystones, something to power the pool of Isha in Ulthuan so we can gaze into the future. I found them, but upon making my way back to the port to sail home, a demonic incursion occurred. So I wanted to help as much as I could. I hid the waystones as to not strengthen the demons. And I took refuge here with a man named Fabian who turned out to be a traitor. He tricked me and trapped me in the cellar. Some device of his created an anti-magic of sorts. I had no power. And you can see that he tries to summon some level of magic, but is unsuccessful. And that is the last I remember, and I feel very disconnected from the winds of magic now. Can you tell me what happened while I was down there?
Did he mention? Sorry, did he mention how long ago he went to go investigate?
He didn't.
Okay, I asked him.
He explains the day, and you know that it's been about a week at this point.
I tell him what day it is.
If what you say is true, then we must make our way back to Ulthuan.
One small problem. There's a undead Emanar that's blocking our way. We have to deal with that first. Unless you know of a hidden way. It doesn't involve water.
You're gonna have to repeat that last part.
Unless you
Your
know of a
accent's coming
hidden
back.
way that doesn't involve water.
I mean, if I had my strength, if I had my magical ability, I would be able to get us there. But unfortunately, I do not. Do you have a means? Do you know of a way? I
We
know.
have a way to take down Emanar. An idea of where we might find a weapon.
You speak of the harpoon of Jacob Wolfhart.
Yes. That.
You can see he's saddened by the news of Emanar, as Emanar is was the protector of Ulthuan. If the weapon is found, it should be able to bring down the beast.
Question is, while we're on this quest to get this harpoon, will you join us, or are you unable to travel?
I may be able to travel, however, in a physical fight, I am fairly useless. Which reminds me, where is my weapons? Where is my sword?
Oh shit! Am I holding them? They're in my bag of holding, aren't they?
You have
You only have the book.
book, yeah, and I
Okay.
believe Golden had the sword.
Prince Teclis. I have your sword here. I figured, in the next upcoming battle, it could be of use to protect the group. You said it yourself, you're not a man of combat. I am.
He approaches you. Son of Celestine. What is your name, living saint?
Gul'dan.
An honor to meet you, Gul'dan.
Likewise.
Thank you for guarding this blade. And he will extend his hand out. to receive the sword.
I'll give it back. I was about to find a way to use my mother's blade and this at the same time. Shame.
I'm afraid this weapon would not work for you.
And why do you say that?
I created it. Only I can wield it to its full potential. For you, it would be a simple greatsword.
As he's talking, I go into my bag of holding and I produce his spell book. I
Teclis.
believe this is yours?
He approaches, gives you a quick nod and bow. Thank you, as he again reaches out to receive the book.
I look to the rest of the party. Do you see his manners? He bows. Something you lot can learn.
I'll give like a half chuckle, give a bow to Teclis, and ask him, you mentioned you created this blade, only usable by you. Are you able to do the same for me?
You wish to modify your current blade, or you wish to wield another?
I wish to wield another simultaneously.
I can see what the smiths in Ulthuan can do for you. As for me, I was able to forge this one just as a manner for me to wield a weapon. For you see, my condition leaves me physically disabled.
So you have an idea on how to improve your condition.
I need to return to Ulthuan. Only the mages there can restore me.
Then let's make some haste.
You said you hid the waystones.
Yes, they should be nearby.
Would you be willing to tell us where in case things go awry?
Yes, of course. Are you saying you don't want me to come with you, though?
I'd like for you to come. I mean, I suppose with the rest of you think.
Again, I didn't quite catch the last part.
Blah, 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 blah.
I said we would like you to come. What do the rest of you think?
Now the what? Sorry.
Now that the restaurants, and all I heard was now that the restaurants sink.
I said I would like for you to come, but what do the rest of you guys think?
What do the restaurants think?
What do the rest of you guys
What does the
think?
restaurants think?
The restaurants are closed. Nope. Only takeout.
I think Teclis should come with us.
I'm sure the local Starbucks is open.
Of course. The local tech bucks. It's all about him.
The local MC.
That's him.
Do we have enough potion?
Need potions for 8 people.
I
Not
can
for
fly.
Not for Teclis.
I can fly. If we go underwater, I can figure my way out of it. Give my potion to Teclis.
Probably need to stay underwater for a long time.
So, just so everyone knows, the potions that Eve has brewed they allow you to breathe underwater for 2 hours.
Oh shit! Dang, son.
Maybe
Yes.
spend some time, make one more.
Listen, I already have a potion of water breathing. I don't really need another one.
Do you actually have one?
I do, yeah.
Okay, then that works out.
Damn.
So Eve, give Teclis my potion. We need Teclis with us.
During this time, Maka will, hearing that Teclis has awoken, she will approach and give her prince a bow. You are awake. That is good news. The two of them will exchange some sort of greeting, and Maka will explain what happened to her homeworld, which is not too far from Ulthuan itself. So what is the party doing now? Are you guys making your way to the Waystones?
What hour of the day is it?
It's at this point, it's about 3. By the time you finish brewing, some conversation, it's about 3.
The Waystones just like offer power and stuff.
So the Waystones, so what Teclis would have explained is that the Waystones are a way to draw more magical power while in Ulthuan. And the main reason for this is that the Great Vortex that sits in the center of the island actually drains away all magic.
Oh.
So the reason for that is magic is required for demons to exist, which is why the vortex exists, so that demons cannot flood into this world. Which is why the last demonic incursion was so strange. I'll say that Teclis also mentions that his power being drained is probably what was used to create the last wave of demons that you guys fought.
So my suspicion of him having his power siphoned and uses.
Right. Yeah,
Correct.
You were correct, yeah.
Yeah, we go to the Waystones.
Okay. So you guys gather your things. Teclis has a quick rummage around his own belongings, and he puts his sword at his waist as he then lifts his staff. He will then place the book on his waist as well and begin to walk out slowly. And you can see that his stature is thin, but not because of malnutrition or being unconscious for so long. He's just a really skinny guy. Like not physically strong at all. The staff itself, you can see he's using to actually lift himself up quite a bit. And being drained of his magic is probably not helping his condition. So you guys follow Teclis through the forests here until you reach a not a clearing, but you can see that there is a rough path that is carved around a cluster of trees, and Teclis points there. But you can see that there's nothing in the tree. As he sort of begins to worry, you guys hear a loud roar come from across the forest that you guys are currently in. And you can see that what looks like a giant T-Rex has a bag with several looking stones hooked around its tiny little hand.
How is he holding on to it? Is he...
Not purposely. And I think we will end it there. I wanted to get to it a little bit quicker, but
On a T-Rex holding a bag of stones.
Ah,
This
help, I
is a
forgot.
sight to see.
It's Anthony.